you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Just saying, Phillip Rivers is like a 50-year-old man by now at his age. He's been around a long time. I don't know. Autographs if we get any. I know. It'll be weird if we actually get one.
Lurching closer toward the midway.
We've had some of the products for about a week. We're getting more of the stuff on Saturday.
On EA Sports.
Might get some hanger packs for the live stream, and also some of the packs have 34 cards and the packs of 16 from Target instead. So yeah, should be pretty on.
Leader Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter
We'll see how I do in this game here with the Chargers.
And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive.
That was barely
time victories, one against the Steelers, one against the division rival Chiefs, and although things ended not quite how they wanted in the playoffs,
that's what good Joey says.
Rivers still feels like he has a lot left in the tank.
Yeah, would have. How come I don't have Melvin Gordon on this team? Where's he at? I didn't see him.
After the incompletion,
oh, he's in there. I like him. That's nice. He's one of my. By far, he's one of my favorite players, and one of my 2 favorite players in LA with the Chargers. He's one of my 2 favorite players in the Chargers. Just saying, if you're wondering about what I like about football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Yeah, I like Melvin Gordon.
Nice play
pretty good
right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know.
They're down, boys.
He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone,
interfering.
If he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That was 3rd down throw.
One of the single yeah, I heard.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
I don't know that.
If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it
I'm
out.
not punting. That's not 4-down territory for me.
So on 4th down,
oh, wow. So it's pretty realistic. The Steelers are 0-6 in this game, even though they've won 1 game in real life.
Only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Bears take over. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him.
Well, at the end of the game, they're going to be 5-2 hopefully in the last
game. Defense gives him.
A franchise mode.
Times had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The rushing numbers last week for Cohen: 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against
I have to go live next Friday in the Bears franchise mode. Just saying, if everything works out this week.
I
You know what I mean?
40 to 50 carries in this game.
They try to
you know what I mean?
on second down, but this
I'm just thinking next Friday, if there's high school football playoffs, I want to go to a playoff game that's in there, if there's any games around here.
And the schedule makers have given
Yeah. I want to go to some football playoff games this year instead of high school football playoff games. If there's one next Friday that's close by, might have to do a live stream for the Bears franchise one next Friday. Don't you know what I mean?
Now they face a
you agree with that?
down and 4 after that.
You know what teams are talking, you know what I'm thinking about, right?
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking deep into
yes!
coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field,
go Bears.
There wasn't a big run back associated with
Saturday, where at?
Really, this kind of works like a punt.
Oh, Glenbard was?
Altogether bad result.
What time's that game?
First down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Cool.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
After the live stream, of course. Come on! After the live stream, of course. Yeah, we're not live at the time.
To get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
I read Dave's picks for the week for the conference for high school football in the area. Yeah, one of the guys who does the Batavia football games on their YouTube channel. Jeez!
Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Roquan
I know
Smith.
this week, but one of the I'll tell you about it if we get a minute at halftime.
Actually extend up into the
one-on-one conversation.
They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field. So
because I don't want to say anything that's kind of rude. Be mean to anybody.
Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the back.
Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here.
Who told you that?
It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber.
I'm doing it between plays. I'm not talking.
Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Cohen, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Just saying I suck with any team we play with.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Accurate.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there.
I know.
Well,
wow, thank you.
Remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt.
Each team's having issues in this game.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind
3 rushes for minus 10 yards.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that time before a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey,
minus 12 yards.
And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Man, on 3rd and 15, I'll try passing and I'll get sacked. So it's going to be a 3 and out, just saying. Be prepared.
Working out of the gun, Rivers.
Or not.
That will be incomplete.
Or yes. I told you I knew it was going to happen. I predicted the future before it even happened. So yeah, and Gumajo is playing pretty good against me so far.
0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Yeah, it seems like them in real life.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
I'm ready.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Trubisky
holding.
And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, now you know what I know how I feel right now.
Start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. It's only thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither
upset alert.
And it brings up
what happened? 3-0. That's not an upset alert. It was 3 points. Literally. Now back to no scoring in this first quarter. Usually we've scored 14 points by now. This game's a little different this week.
First quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
This game's a little different than the last few we've played. After all the errors you've had because of you.
Here as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set.
I think Gumajo needs to take a little timeout.
The results for them so far not that
I'm
great.
sending him to the dungeon later.
Not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some
but guys!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they take it.
And I just went backwards. Literally. 3rd and 16. I'm going backwards.
But we just saw a great example.
I'm going a little backwards, and I can't even get anything going. Neither of us can get anything going in this game.
And flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rivers now.
Flag on what? For what? Interference?
He'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt.
At the line,
everybody get up there and
the Bears offense.
Get 2 points.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
Sorry, guys.
The 1-yard line on the other
getting
side
a little too excited here.
Exactly right. So yes,
because they have Gumajo stuck at his own 2. That's where he started his own drive.
Now Trubisky
coming in.
Back into his end zone. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh!
Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. He was trying to
get 6 passing and 1 pick. And I'm getting too good. I'm getting good plays off on
punting
you.
from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, give him a Joey converts on 3rd down. And 9.
When you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes.
In the first quarter. Wow. Close game at the first quarter. What do you think?
That's where you should go with the football.
I'm shocked.
That's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And that's be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James.
Pick 6!
Touchdown, LA.
We'll start the 2nd quarter as well. Woo!
What you just saw
6-0 Chargers. About to make 7-0.
Second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play.
That's going to be
before to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand.
Well, if it helps you, I can't do anything on offense either. So no offense against you. No offense against you.
They have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Well, so far in the franchise mode, every quarter we've scored points in the first. So far since we started doing the franchise mode, we've scored points in every game in the first quarter except this game. So there, that's the stats. That's the line. That's the storyline today. No points for any other team in the first quarter of this game. In the live stream today, so there.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Yo!
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 40.
No, don't take him. Don't take him out. You should keep him in. Okay, go ahead. Take him out. It's up to you.
3-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
You know what it is? I'll tell you right now, it's the curse of the orange uniforms. Every time the Bears wear orange, they suck. I think they've won like one game wearing orange in their lives.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Woo! 13-0 Chargers, 43-yard rush. Finally, he has positive yards running the ball for Melvin Gordon.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again.
I'm so scared right now to play you now with backup quarterback.
Realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it.
Oh!
Maybe even run a reverse or sometimes a sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going.
So it's on you!
To be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep.
Who's holding against Kyle Long?
Maybe set that solid screen and give him an
Look at
easy
what?
look.
Well, to this point, no catches.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I took the. It's a good thing I'm.
They're backed up here with a first.
No, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
He's over him. He's over him. He's over him.
Where's Kyle Long? Okay, where's Kyle Long?
But he's over him. He's past first. Should be past first.
Okay, let's take a look. No, wait. Let's take a look what happens.
Should be past first, though.
See, that's holding. That's holding.
Past first, too, though.
Where? Which guy?
He's over them.
No.
Over him. He's over him. It's past first, too, though.
Which guy? Number 31 or?
It's past first. Past first, too. It's like over him. Past first.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You could go. You could. They should have been off. Those should have been offsetting penalties, one on each team there. Just saying, one on each team. There should have been penalties on each team on that play. I think. I would agree. Maybe the viewers need to chime in and talk too.
Some of the fans here.
Give me your glasses.
Give
me your glasses. See what he wants.
Not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Robinson's got
You finally caught one.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just
Yeah,
goes
let's forget
right
about it
out
now.
the window.
Now you're back
Makes
to.
things easier for a defense. And
Now you got a first down out of it.
There's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way
I
to
should have
win
not
the game
declined
in the
it
end.
and took it.
Line of scrimmage, the
I accepted it.
now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, but they made it 1st and 20. I should have declined it and made it fourth. I should have declined it and made it 2nd down and 10. Yes!
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The return will be stopped.
Woo!
34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Okay.
They've got them frustrated right now.
Man, you might want to put a puncher in to play quarterback. Put O'Donnell in to play quarterback. See if he's a better quarterback than another dude.
The first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening too? Because
first down, Wisconsin. No,
the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Just a yard to pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix. And
come on!
He's taken down.
2 sacks for Matt.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to
miss the field goal.
I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too under pressure? And down goes Daniel. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks.
I just got back.
Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Daniel looks to throw. Ball knocked in the air and intercepted.
Come on.
Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, wow. Okay, Goomba Joe's done talking for today. I guess I have to carry this live stream the rest of the way home today. Literally have to carry this live stream the rest of the way home. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. I'll talk. If I can't think of anything to say, I won't talk at all. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not hear any of us talking at the end of the day.
Jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was.
Yeah, I know. Goomba Joe says let's go back there. If you guys can hear him in the background of me talking, so there.
That's a tough one right there. Right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was free.
And again, it's a third down, and Rivers is probably going to get sacked as it happens.
Gotta see that. Gotta find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
As always, but he didn't.
This one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
There he is. He's all right. Might be a wrist injury. I don't know. I can tell. We'll see.
They'll run on first down.
Gordon, you can't go backwards on that.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Out of the game.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary. That's what we just saw.
About 3 yards back. We're down 14.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half,
just saying, Goomba Joe is sitting back and enjoying himself while I'm talking.
Him up at different levels. That was your
Let's see if he has anything to comment on later on.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen.
I'll pass it along to the viewers.
We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
And I got about.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
A warning.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Okay,
Goomba Joe's behind me, guys. He's saying to go for it. I'm just going to take the easy three, extend my lead.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores.
Great, that's a pretty good kick. Gets up and it's good. 17-1.
Point of the season. Time flying.
Yes, it certainly is.
Pretty good
get the sweaters out, my man.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10
I hear
games
you.
last season.
I can't do anything either sometimes.
And remember, he had 5
talking
field goals
right now.
in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee.
That's why we need a new quarterback on this team. We need to make a trade.
Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it. Needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I'm not throwing a flag because we don't deserve one.
They come up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I kind of did, actually.
Daniel.
Yeah! Oh, 3rd down.
Good
I did pay the ref stop.
Thanks
for noticing that.
Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Just saying, the Chargers are 5-2 in the franchise in this season so far.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get ready because Goomba Joe's go for it, and he's scared me, guys.
They will go for it. It's Daniel.
Yes!
Oh, come on!
Second pick for Davis.
Great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Third pick of the year for him, second of the day.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be.
Next series going to be after half. Hey, interference! Interference!
So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
No Bears, no Bears.
Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Jeez, Rob!
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second
You suck!
and 10. To throw again. Rivers flushed out right. And that
interference on the sideline now.
Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't,
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Freaking kidding me?
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Jeez.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. And that whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Daniel going to throw. And
yes!
The pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one.
I am
and
shocked.
you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're
24 unanswered by LA.
With your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Lost internet connection. Lost internet connection. I'll try again.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Still spinning. Oh, now it's working.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're
under
20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here,
I know, let's see what happens.
You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
You did let's get a first down as I'm watching the live stream.
You're only going to fool
Get us got a first down.
or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like
What's
everyone's
halftime?
ready to
What
go
happened to
here for the
halftime?
second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams
Well, I'm
appear
skipping
ready
it.
for the
Well, I was
fight
in the
ahead.
bathroom,
We
and now you
resume
have to wait.
action here in
Well, that's fine.
Number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20.
Sorry, everyone.
The 21
Kim Jones messing me up. Screw me up. Just screw me over. Because I paid off the officials and asked them to help me win today. Because every time I'm the other team and he's the Bears, I get beat. And when I'm the Bears and he's the other team, he gets beat. I just want a chance to win, so I paid off the officials in this game.
You know they want him to be there. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Thank you, Melvin Ingram.
Hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked
Yeah,
out,
I wasn't faked out by that.
Quarterback gets hit.
Charlie Bosa coming around. Hey, interfere! Holding.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad
I'm just trying to go for him fourth downs from now on. Rest of the game if you're losing.
Has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball.
Yeah! Oh!
Goodness, another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Ingram joke's hitting the wall. What's all those pictures for him start coming crashing down and they break?
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard.
I know, I heard him booing.
Second down.
That's awesome.
This defense is
Fans
going
are
to
booing.
do more in the second
They're
half.
booing.
Good
I
pressure
can't
that
believe
time, forces some indecision in
I
the
see some empty
backfield,
seats.
and
I see some empty
taken down for a
seats.
nice loss.
Yeah.
On second and 11 now. Rivers. He was looking for his tight
go to
end,
Dix.
Hunter
Get some
Henry.
stick him, will
It's
you?
third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Off the upright! Double doink off the upright! Just like, what's his name? Cody Parkey, I think.
Comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Bears offense.
By the way, I heard
ready to
Cody
go
Parkey
for
did that
their
again
next
with the
drive.
Titans this
They
week in the
gotta dig
game.
down deep. I mean, they need
But he also made a 50-yarder, too. Yet again. So he missed one off the upright and then also kicked one for 50+.
Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant
with
coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
You run the ball the rest of the game?
Adjustments,
Have fun
and
doing
then the
that.
head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in
Okay.
there this time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, there's some empty
Right now,
seats. Fans are
whatever
left.
hasn't been working.
I see some
9
empty
yards to
seats.
pick up
Fans
there,
in
and
the
it's a
upper
first
level are
down.
leaving early.
And there we saw one of the downsides.
They don't like the prices of potato chips and ice cream. Can't believe them. That's a pretty good price. That was fair. Sell their potato chips and ice cream I ordered ice cream to $3 instead of 4.
For about 6.
When my guy was dead. When my guys was dead.
Gets him to second and 4. On second down now. It's Cohen. On the inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick
Good luck
up, and
with that.
that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency.
Yeah, you need to score like 24 points in a
First
row.
down run, not going to get him a whole
You want to
lot.
score 1 point?
Maybe a yard.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9.
Yeah, you're going to get shut out.
On second down, it's Davis. And only able to get 2
Yes,
here.
you might.
Stopped
You
at the
might.
30. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives.
I bet you
but when you're
$1
down
that with
what
their
they are,
pick.
They've got to pay it off with some points.
You want to shake on that?
Here's Daniel.
Oh!
And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Wow!
Brandon, at least there's one bright
What
side
happened
to the
there?
situation.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Okay, I owe you a dollar.
Nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Yes!
This one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
We didn't struck on it, so there. You don't get anything. Woo! My ball still.
Not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Missing field goals.
And last time out, another missed field goal.
Gilbert Jones missing field goals, guys.
Wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
Oh!
I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Joey.
First play of the drive.
Okay, guys, here's what to put in the caption after the game's over. Hashtag Kuma Joey, Chargers, shutout, Bears. Hashtag Bears, shutout, in Bears franchise mode.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Huh?
They're trying to show that they can run the ball.
You might get a chance. There's still a whole quarter to go.
And that's probably
a quarter and a half to play.
They try to run on first
I have my X Factor in the game.
No dice. They stop him
Melvin Gordon's my X Factor.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No, I threw the ball from over. I stepped over the line of scrimmage.
He's inside the 30.
Oh, fudge. 3rd and 16 or should have been short. It's up to you.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
I stepped over. I didn't know.
The guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case,
guys,
that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive.
Yeah, jump.
Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, a run with Cohen. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching
24 points all in the second quarter. I haven't scored anything since the second quarter.
The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Freaking kidding me.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, put him on,
an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah,
and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the
blew that play up.
Got to be that way
Literally.
to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he's going to go down.
Desmond King with the sack. His first of the year, probably. Doesn't get over there from his defensive back position to make a sack.
He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Didn't give me a suggestion. Didn't give me a suggestion. Okay, didn't give me a suggestion. I can't call play.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro.
Yes!
And that is no goal.
I was not expecting that.
Stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues.
I was not expecting that to happen. Oh my God!
Happen for him today, does it?
I'm gonna get the shutout.
Opportunity, play after play.
Bears fans probably thought enough. I saw the fans up back. They put their hands up, saying it's good.
Got that black cloud over their heads.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a
Unbelievable!
couple. Clinton Dix there
Unbelievable!
for the stop.
That's the craziest game I've ever played.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh man! Well, next week I'm the Bears, so I might have the worst luck than you this week.
Number 20 here for Melvin Gordon.
Just saying. So if we lose next week, we'll be 4-4. This is only our 5th game of the year, 8th game of the season. The 7th of the year, we're 4-2.
Keep falling forward. And they won't
You're
put
4-3, so.
the big fellas up front.
Oh, hello to the third viewer. How's it going today, guys?
This is Melvin Gordon.
It's a party in here on YouTube. Let's give him Joey's channel.
About the 28. Just a yard
What do you
on
think?
the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was.
I'm going for it, I think.
Defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won.
Well, if I get a
every
first down,
battle
the game's over, literally.
times
I can just take a knee if I have to.
If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the front.
And no away. Rivers is dropped.
Khalil Mack, 10 seconds. Well, I think I may have did that pop. I might have did that just to give you a chance, maybe. You said you want points, so I'm going to see what you can do with your points. See if you can get yourself points.
But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun
I'm just being nice to you, just saying. So.
You just know that there's going to be some bad blood.
Congrats.
There. And I know if we go to the post-game press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that,
first and goal to
might go to the
6 or 5.
or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking
Chase
for
Daniels
a lot of
did a
this
pretty
game.
good
They don't
job.
get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so
Yeah, our best franchise known. Who knows, guys? How's it going, guys? There's 3 of us watching. There's 2 now. There's 2 now.
Just checking.
They'll try the air now with Daniels.
Yo!
Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with a football
I hope so.
here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal.
Finally, Bears score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
No suggestions! I know. Well, the fans are happy now.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it.
Finally, you got points.
24-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Back, so he's just kicking it deep. Let's see if he's right. And
run up and send this one away.
He is right. He's kicking it deep.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, if I throw a pick 6,
the 20 to the 22
I threw 1 pick on the day so far. I can throw another one. You never know. Huh? I've thrown 1.
Now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
1.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have
Why
all
would I
3
take a knee?
timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, okay.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I need to take at least 2, but if I take 1 now, it'll be 3rd and 11. It'll be 3rd down 11, and I'll have like 22 seconds, so I'll just take the delay game in the next one. So I'm going to do this one and I'll do this one first, and then I'll take a delayed game. So I'm going to let the clock run out and let the clock go.
And
I'm just gonna let the clock go and take. I'm gonna get to take the delayed game penalty. So I'm just gonna take a delayed game. That way, there's like, there will be about, I don't know. I was just saying right now, you'll have about 27 seconds on the clock when I take the delayed game penalty. Yeah, I'm being smart. A smart coach always takes a delay game penalty with less time left. See, like 32 seconds, 5 seconds on the play clock. You'll have about 26 seconds by the time they call it. Like now, 26 seconds.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
You gonna take it?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
26 seconds. Bears aren't coming back.
Standing just about on his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return
18
that
seconds.
time. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And down goes Daniel. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was a bit of a strange game.
So what do you think, Jumbo Joey? I'm done for now. I'll say goodbye. I'll let Jumbo Joey wrap things up.
To carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because